Well, we just had the Grammys. And then there was the 50th year anniversary show that happened with a bunch of different rappers. You were not on that list.
Right.
Did they reach out to you at all or no?
Nah.
Is it because maybe you're a little younger than some of the dudes that are performing? Because most of the dudes there were like in their late 40s, 50s.
Nah, it's just my message and my music. You know, they gonna refuse to look at that like greatness. You know, I don't feel like nobody on that list really better than me, bro. Like not making real music. Ain't nobody got a catalog like me as far as making real music or nothing like that. It's just that's what the people who judging that's how they feel. If you ask the hood, that list would be different.
Scarface has a hell of a catalog.
Yeah.
Scarface has a hell of a catalog, both solo and with the Geto Boys.
Right, but Boosie a different artist.
Yeah.
You know, Boosie done said way more shit than Scarface done said not in music. You know, I won't get on that risk for a lot of reasons.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm a different animal. You know, Scarface, that's great music.
Yeah, I know.
You know, Scarface was able to come up at a time when it wasn't this social media, it wasn't all this. And if Scarface and Willie D was speaking on that shit back then, or we was getting judged how we were back then, they'll probably be in my shoes too.
Yeah, I mean, Geto Boys were the first major label Southern hip hop rappers. Pretty much. I mean, I'm sure there were others that were underground, but I'm talking about the ones that actually came out on a major label to the point where you could, kids like me could go to the, Tower Records and buy their shit.
Right.
Not locally, like actually in a different part of the country. Like that shit was, I mean, that to me changed the way I looked at Southern music. My man Willie D actually was upset that Scarface didn't mention that he was performing at this whole Grammys thing. Like the two of them actually went back and forth.
Oh, okay.
On their podcast because Face, I think, performed Mine Is Playing Tricks on Me, and Willie's on that song as well.
Okay.
So, but man, listen, I think it was dope. Hip hop is 50 years old. And I remember a time when I was in high school where, some of the white kids would tell me that hip hop ain't going to be around in 3 years. Those were real conversations. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking about the 80s. Like, the fact that it's the biggest form of music these days, that's not guaranteed. Because, look at, like, for example, you go to D.C., you got Go-Go. Go-Go's huge in D.C. Outside of D.C., people really aren't up on it. It's a local thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, even in New Orleans, like...
Bounce music.
I mean, I guess Cash Money kind of took it.
Yeah.
But, if Cash Money didn't come in and take that sound and give it huge hits, it would have just been a New Orleans thing.
Yeah.
Right? Hip-hop could have just been a New York thing.
Yeah.
Look what happened. Well, there was some drama in the Grammys. So Quavo was supposed to do a tribute to Takeoff. And things went left backstage. You heard about this?
Yeah.
Offset was upset that he wasn't part of the actual thing. And I guess the two of them got into like a fist fight or something, or a shoving match or something. You could hear Cardi B screaming at everyone, saying y'all both wrong and things like that. You know both these guys.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think about that situation?
It's family shit, bro. Family, it get to that. It get to that, bro. Family. That's how that shit get. It get to that sometimes, You just gotta think about what all y'all been through, and it don't be worth it. That's what you gotta basically. People be holding grudges, and when death come, that make grudges stay longer. So it's a situation. I just hope they can reconcile somewhere, and make it work, man. I mean, it ain't gonna never be the same, of course, because they was the Migos, but I still think Take and Offset got a solo career. Hey, bro, that's they sound.
Quavo and Offset.
Quavo and Offset.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Takeoff.
I think they got a solo career, you know.
And they could possibly come back and be a group again. I mean, it could be the two of them. They could even get a third member in. I mean, you know, you never know.
Go solo.
You don't think?
Go solo.
Just go solo.
Yeah, just go solo.
Migos is a rap, you think?
It's a rap, man. Go solo, man. Show y'all talent. Show y'all, get your glory, get all your glory that, you know. You know, a lot of people, when you got groups, you don't get to show your talent. You're in a group, you don't really get to show your talent that much as somebody who is not in a group. You know, I never wanted to be in a group. I ain't like that group shit. I always was a solo artist.
But you and Webby were kind of grouped together.
Yeah, but I don't like the group shit as far as splitting money. You know, even though me and Webby was a group, Webby got paid this way and I got paid this way. These was two different managers. I'm saying with a motherfucking group when everybody, it's just, you know.
Man, listen, I feel you. I don't do partnerships. I was talking about this on Twitter the other day. Like, my last partner I had was like maybe 20 years ago, and me and him haven't spoken since. You know what I'm saying? We had a mixtape business together. It did not go well. And I just realized after that like, I just don't do partnerships. I don't do groups. I do better when I'm the CEO and I own everything and I pay everyone what they're worth. And I don't have to have someone that's like has an equal say. You know, I ultimately like making the last decision. Maybe it's the only child in me. I don't know.
Yeah.
But like, I just don't do the group thing well. And I never have, and I've never had a lot of success with it. And I've had all my success solo. And I think once you realize that, you know, you can get farther. But some people, they do better in groups.
Yeah, some people do. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you see, you know, for example, rest in peace, Trugoy from De La Soul. Like, I can't imagine De La Soul going solo. You know, they were a dope-ass group. But, I mean, listen, Boosie's done very well solo.
Yeah.
I don't think that's going to change.
Yeah.